Announced dead.
New information in a deadly shooting last night involving Chandler police. They've now identified 41-year-old Gerald Philpott Jr. as the man who was shot and killed.
12 News journalist Jade Cunningham is live near McQueen and Chandler Boulevard. And Jade, you spoke with the man's family?
I did, yes, and I spoke with a couple family members, including his mother, and of course they are extremely saddened and heartbroken over this. Frankly, they're just trying to make sense of it. And even the neighbors who I spoke with today who witnessed and heard some of the commotion going on last night, they too tell me that they are trying to make sense of it.
I never expected to see that.
Residents at the Casas del Sol apartment complex are in shock
Actually, I was pretty scared.
after what they saw play out Thursday night.
I opened the window. Cops already had their guns drawn. They were at his door with the door open talking to him.
Chandler police say Gerald Lee Philpott Jr. called police just before 5:45, making threats to harm his young daughter who was in the car with him.
I heard a lot of police siren around. And that's when I noticed the lights, and I thought, what's going on out there?
Police say an on-duty crisis negotiator tried to de-escalate the situation, but Philpott repeated threats toward the child.
I opened the window. Cops already had their guns drawn. They were at his door with the door open talking to him.
Once in the parking lot of the housing complex, officers urged Philpott to let his daughter out. But the threats, they say, continued, with Philpott claiming he had a knife.
I looked out the window, saw them over by his truck, and then as I stepped away from the window, I heard, drop the gun, pop, 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 5 shots. I'm like, oh.
This man, who just wanted to go by Donald, says he didn't know Philpott personally.
I didn't know his name. He seemed like a nice guy. He never yelled, never raised his voice over there, nothing. He would stand out here and talk on his phone and stuff. Never suspect anything from him.
But says what happened is devastating.
Keeping my prayers for their kids, making sure, because they're the ones that are going to need this. They're going to need all the help they can get right now. And, just say a prayer for the kids that they get through this.
Philpott died at the scene. His daughter wasn't physically hurt. Residents, though, saddened by the situation.
The kids are playing around here. It's a safe, it's a good neighborhood. I love living in Chandler, so something like this happened is really shocking.
Now, Chandler police, they did tell us that a knife was found in Philpott's vehicle, though it's unclear if any other weapons were found inside the car. Mesa police now investigating this case. Reporting live, Jay Cunningham, 12 News.